In this video, we will discuss about the intended purpose of a sensory room and how the space should be utilized. First and foremost, the term sensory room is a universal term used to refer to a space intentionally designed and utilized to support sensory regulation and to foster the development of students' sensory processing skills. It is also meant to be a low-stress and calm environment where students can work through their emotions and reactions to certain stimuli. When we use the term sensory room, it can be a separate room or simply a space set aside in the corner of a classroom. It is important to note that a sensory room should never be used as a timeout room or as a reward. Sensory room sessions are to be structured and offered proactively as part of a sensory diet. A sensory diet is developed and implemented to support a student's sensory regulation throughout the day and comprises of alerting and calming activities. Activities and equipment within the sensory room are meant to be a part of this diet and are implemented strategically across a student's day in order to help the student remain in the just right zone for as long as possible. Students can either choose the activities in the room or be offered choices according to their arousal levels. However, only one piece of equipment or activity should be presented or explored at a time, and students should be prompted to clean up or turn off the equipment they are engaging in prior to moving on to the next activity. In terms of the organization of the sensory room, the staff should have a good understanding of what each activity provides in terms of sensory input. However, activities can also be organized into baskets or sections based on the type of sensory input they offer. Activities and equipment should be labeled with instructions and a description of the purpose. Staff should evaluate and observe a student's arousal levels while the student engages in various activities. This can be done through the help of an alertness or engine speedometer. This tool can help students learn how to identify how alert they feel, whether high, low, or just right alert states. A copy of this visual should also be placed in the sensory room so that the students can self-monitor their arousal levels. For more information on what the speedometer does and how to implement it, please review the video Supporting Attention Span and Focus. Students should be permitted to leave the sensory room if they choose to. Sometimes, a sensory room may be also utilized to support a student in calming down following an escalation. However, this strategy should be done as part of a team-developed behavior plan, as this may inadvertently reinforce negative behaviors or bring a negative connotation to the sensory room. As you can see, when it comes to a sensory room, the purpose and way we use it is specific. In many schools that I've been involved with, sensory rooms are often not utilized appropriately as part of a sensory treatment plan, and the implementation of activities are not tailored to each student's needs. In this case, it is more proper to call these rooms calming rooms or a different term as opposed to a sensory room.